Support Laneside. Get something cool.
Of course.
The video turned off. The video don't. My camera not liking me right now. Let's see if that fixes it.
Woot! All right. We have returned. Welcome to episode 22, Reboot. We've been gone for a few days, and I'd like to welcome you all back. This is the Drill Room, the show that's about you, the bowlers, a chance for myself and the other Laneside family to, be able to interact with you a little bit more personally, be able to answer and give visuals, and basically, give you kind of a mix of news and everything that you could possibly want from a show. We're going to continue to do that. We're also going to have some other fun stuff. We're going to bring back Pro Shop horror stories. We're going to bring back a few old friends, some new friends, and we're going to check out Bowl Expo. But to begin, I am the Bearded Beast, Rob Johnson. Thank you for joining us tonight. You'll notice that we are on YouTube. Travis, thank you. I'm not sure why it's not coming up on my chat here. There we go. Maybe that'll... Oh, there we go. Now they all just showed up. Travis, thank you very much. WrestleMania. Hey, Vincent. Thank you for joining us. Vincent, a long-time fan. Rich, thank you for being there. So, yes, we are going to be covering a whole host of things. We're going to be talking about two new companies that we're going to be doing some work with Swag Bowling as well as Big Bowling. We're really excited for those two. We've got a little bit of a product spot, I guess you could call it. One of the things that we're always accused of is being bias. So we wanted to make sure that the entire bowling industry gets proper representation for you, the bowler. So we're gonna start highlighting some products that maybe aren't our sponsored products, and letting you see what is out there and how it works, how it doesn't work, so on and so forth. We're also going to answer your questions from YouTube, from Reddit, from wherever you find us on social media. And speaking of that, don't forget to find us on social media. You can go to Laneside Reviews at live.com. That'll take you to our Facebook. It's kind of our catch-all. You can find us on YouTube, TikTok, Instagram, as I said, Reddit. We are all over the place. If you just look up hashtag TEAMLSR, you'll be able to find us everywhere. Just going to go throw more Storm in the mix. Yeah, if we can get Storm stuff, Vincent, we'll absolutely review it. We've reviewed it in the past. It's a story we've told in the past when we went to talk to them when we first really started branching out and doing other companies. We were told that ball reviews weren't really that important to them. So, it leaves it to us to buy the equipment. And Storm is the most expensive equipment in Canada for us to buy. So it doesn't lend itself for us to be able to review a lot of their stuff. But that's why we do have our swag available on Spreadshirt. We'll leave a link later below. It's in all of our reviews. You can support us by buying swag. There's some pretty cool stuff in there, like our SAWFT urethane shirts. Plus, you can support us on Patreon. Just, giving us anywhere from $1 to whatever you can. Just saying, hey, thanks for doing all you do. And if you don't want to, that's cool too. one of the things that's been always very important to me is making sure that bowling is accessible to everyone, regardless of social, political, sexual, religious, whatever things are out there in the ethos. Everyone should be able to access the same information. It's the only way we're going to be able to get into the Olympics. It's the only way we're going to be able to be taken seriously as a sport. So it's one of the reasons why we continue to do this show. It's because we want everyone to get as much information as they can so we can grow this sport. So let's have some fun here. So what's been going on since last we talked? It's been a couple of days. The unfortunate part of summer, especially when there's a lot of stuff going on, travel plus poor health plus some poor timing equals Rob doesn't get to do stuff for like 6 to 8 weeks. Got to go to Bowl Expo, which I'm going to show some video of shortly, which we had a lot of fun at. Unfortunately, some health issues kept me from going to Kegel, and then when we got back from Bowl Expo, we got hit with COVID. So that knocked another couple of weeks out, and well, here we are today. However, it has given me a chance. We did some ball reviews, which we'll talk about them shortly. And I got to do some more research and learn some more stuff that we can share with you out there. Let's see here. There he is, Rich. Nice review on the Swagger Show-Off. Thank you so much. I have mine at box finish, or in the box waiting to be drilled. Lots of balls coming out. Yet there are a ton of balls coming out. We're gonna get to them in just a second. But Swag's got a lot of stuff coming out. And I thank you. Yeah, I hate being sick. I wouldn't wish COVID on anybody. Thankfully, I believe that being vaxxed and double boosted probably made it a lot easier than it was. It went straight through my household. Even my elderly father got it. It was not kind. It's just super awful. So, but good now. And we're back to bowling. So, let us go to... Well, let's first check out the Workbench. All right, so on the Workbench, this is where we're going to talk about a few different things when we see a new product, or if we go someplace cool, or just general things that don't really fit into a segment. We're going to put them here in the Workbench. And the first thing we're going to look at is Bowl Expo. So, at Airport? Oh, that was good. Airport. Well, we were tired. We were out of Toronto going into Vegas. Our trip that was supposed to be 5 hours, you see the beautiful view we had. We were on the tarmac for 4.5 hours before our 5-hour flight. Luckily, we did have the opportunity. Manilow was playing at the Westgate. I don't know if you Manilow fans. But we're going to jump right into the main event here. Welcome to Bowl Expo. I don't know if any of you have been to like a PAX or a Fan Expo or something, but this is basically the same idea for the bowling industry. There's a lot of areas where you can see the new video games or new coin-operated pinball or all the newest things coming out to supplement the bowling industry. There's one here. There was a couple of axe-throwing ones. That axe-throwing one was really terrible. And, oh my God! There's lots of cool stuff. A lot of awesome people to meet there. You can see CDB was there. We got Kyle Troop. Of course, Jason Belmonte, good friend of the show here. Daria, I think everybody knows Daria. And Clinton, we're going to talk about Clinton in a little while. He makes the most incredible pants here, House Hack Apparel. You've seen them on our last couple of reviews. They are super light pants. Oh, look at that. Hey, some friends here from Turbo. There's Chris giving a little demo. One of the nice things that's good at Bowl Expo, it's a chance for shops and centers alike to see the entire industry. You can see here there was I Am Bowling for who does our jerseys. They were there showing off t-shirts and shirts and mugs and all sorts of things. Storm here and Schlem, the awesome Schlem, probably one of the nicest guys out on tour, was there just talking to people. Of course, True Cut. We got CTD. Gotta love our CTD. And then, of course, Swag. Look at this. Swag's got a whole line of tapes. And if you look, they're made by Spider Tech. If you remember, we did a review on them a couple of years ago about them in kinesiology tape. And, well, now we've got a company using them. And look at all of these. These are like their version of Visiballs. They've got their own line of wrist guards. Like, they got some heavy stuff coming out here. They are really, really pushing themselves in the market. Of course, Motive's there, the new laser sniper coming out later this year. You can see all the goodies. That vault bag's actually pretty cool. It's a hardy little thing. They got new shoes coming out. Look at those. No prices. They were just kind of announced, so we didn't have prices on that. And of course, here we have NEO-TAC. We're going to be talking about one of the products in a little while on the Workbench, probably after this video, actually. They make all sorts of cleaners. And of course, when you're going to be in Vegas, you got to check out some of the sites. So we went to the Nerd. We went looking around, trying to find all sorts of interesting things. Oh, I curse you! Yep, I even went to the Cat's Meow, where they had live karaoke. We went to the world-famous Gold and Silver Pawn Shop. And then some of the other events at Bowl Expo. There was a John Taffer breakfast where he kind of led a thought discussion. Of course, there was the awards going on. You see a lot of awards, not just for bowlers, but for the bowling industry itself. It's something that I think everyone should check out if you're in the industry. And of course, afterwards, Club Expo, where we all got fed lots of amazing food. And, yeah, you can see the food there. It was just endless amounts of food, and it was awesome. And, oh, son of a gun! Son of a gun, that camera. That camera. If you noticed in our last review, we were having problems with one of our cameras. It didn't seem to want to focus properly. I think that's the one we've got here. Gonna have to switch this out soon. Ah, there we go. Back. Oh no, you can see my face. Ah! Hey, Dead Palmer. CDB is my PSO. You have a wonderful PSO. She is always so friendly. Very, very nice lady. Just checking out the chat on the side there. Once again, we are on YouTube, and we're asking everybody to like this video and please give it a share online. Next week, we're going to have a contest for people who are on the stream and who share and like. So we want to try to get as many people on here as possible. We still have all those jerseys to give away, and I want to start giving them away. I like giving stuff away. So, speaking of Bowl Expo, we saw Swag. And you've seen the review of the Swagger Show-Off. We were lucky enough, met up with Kent from California Bowling, and we were talking about how we had done reviews in the past for Lane Master and Lorefield, and how you, the viewers, really seemed to like them. And Anthony Lavery Spar came over, and he was really, really happy to see us there. He likes our style of review. He likes that, we have the different styles and everything. So California Bowling has decided to give us a shot, and we're going to see some new Swag stuff come through. Now, they have some very interesting core dynamics. They have some very interesting core shapes. So it's going to be really, really cool to see what they offer. I know we've seen just a tiny bit from Bowler X. Because I think other than dealing direct, I think that's the only place you can get that stuff right now. So we're really hoping that you enjoyed that video. And then, of course, big bowling with the... And now let me see if this works. Oh, Hey, I bet you can hear me now. So you can see on the bench there, we've got the Swagger Show Off right beside the Hellcat. We haven't, we're going to be shooting that one very shortly. We actually have 3 new balls coming in this week that we're going to try to get all these out. But then we also had the striking idea from Big Bowling. There, oh hey, it came back. Yeah, so I had a chance to talk to Victor Marion, who is super nice guy, very, very nice. Marshall Kent was there, and they really liked the idea of, giving us a shot with what we do, showing everybody the different styles that we can. So I really hope that you enjoyed that video. Big Bowling has, it's been tough for them through the pandemic because they went through a hard time getting cover stocks because they have a very specific chemical composition that they put together, and there was, issues getting that. And then they had that brand new core that we talk about in the video. That material then also became difficult to get. So I feel for them. They have, I think, that and the new urethane ball that's come out, the EXP24. So really hoping to see more stuff from Big Bowling, just like Swag this year. I want to say it's the Blizzard Frozen. It's either from Swagger Legends or Lane Masters, but it reminds me of the I have heard that a lot, actually, about a lot of the stuff from Swag reminding people of Visionary. Excuse me, my throat was a little, I don't know. It was dry. So let's head back to the video here. Now, we also talked about NEO-TAC. No, we're not going to watch that. What? I can't hear you. Pants? Oh, no, I'm going to get to that. I got to get to this stuff. One thing at a time. Okay, so right here we have the new Stealth from Track. As you can see, we've just gotten done bowling, and wow, look at that thing. It's pretty crusty. You can see all the dirt and the track on it. So what we want to do here is we want to try cleaning it first with our control. As always, our control is CTD's Life After Death. I'm going to put a good amount on that side. Let's give it a good rub. Okay. You can see it's cleaner, but we can still see a lot of the tracks right here. You can still see a fair amount of... This is a brand new ball. This literally does not have 3-5 games on it yet. I mean, it's probably got 15 to 20 shots. So now we're going to try this new one. It's called Hook It EF. It's from NEO-TAC, the guys who make the Hook It and the Renew It and those kind of products. And it is supposed to remove belt marks, dirt, and oil deep beneath the surface, brings your ball back to life, and tacifies it. So there it is. I just got a little bottle of it right here. So let's do the same thing. Give it a generous spray on the one side there. And let's... Well, that's interesting.
That is a significant difference. It's still squeaky over here. All of the ball track is gone. It looks like it's almost back to its original surface. You can see there's a little bit of lane shine that's happened. But you can see the difference between the two sides here. Now, we did clean this one first with the life after death, so this side, which was our control, which hasn't had anything on it, let's give it a spray. Same idea, we'll let it sit for a second and we'll... Whoa! Huh. There are a few belt marks left, not much, just at the top closer to where it's untreated. But yeah, that is quite a cleaning product there. It's definitely returned it here to its original surface. So you can see there's no track marks left here. Get a little bit closer in. You can see there's no track marks left there, but when you turn it, you can see on the untreated side, over here you can see all the flare marks going through. So the EF, hook it EF, it's definitely got, he's got something going here. It's very interesting. You know, as I was finishing that last piece, I was thinking to myself, Rob, you've only shown it on a solid. And if the internet, you know, knows anything, they know everything. And they would say to me, well, what about on something that's shinier? What about a hybrid or a pearl? What's it gonna do there? Well, don't worry, I heard you. I went out and grabbed the handy dandy new Polaris hybrid. You can see I still got some lines on it here, so I thought I would give it a quick hit with this as well and see what happens to something that's got a little bit more shine to it. So we'll let that sink in for a second, and then we'll give that a clean here. All right, right away I'm seeing that this is duller. Is duller. So means we're gonna need to find a pearl here. Is it just the surface that we had on it? Because this does have a 1500 surface out of the box. So why don't we grab something that's got a little bit of shine on it?
No, it's got a 3000, you fool!
Melee Jab SC, that is definitely shiny. Definitely a pearl. We want to make sure that we test it on everything. Oh, we've gotten a little spray on there. Doop-de-doo. That's it. Let's give it a... clean. And it has stayed shiny. All right. So, one of the things it says is that it leaves the surface roughly the same surface as it was without the dirt. You know, I think they say exactly the same, but nothing is ever exact. But you can see the shine on our Melee Jab here, Melee Jab SE, still shiny. Our Polaris here, it had a 1500 grit surface. It still has a little bit of the shine that comes with that, with the cover stock, but it cleaned up really nicely. So, does clean, does remove belt marks, flare lines, doesn't seem to affect the surface too much. Now, what we need is a surface scanner to double check that. That I don't have yet, but maybe soon. But yeah, definitely as a cleaner, Does a very, very good job.
Okay, so from the Workbench there, that was NEO-TAC's Hook It EF. We talked to the guys at NEO-TAC, and they sent us a sample of it to try out. And you could see that had quite an effect on the cover stock of the Stealth there. It definitely took off the belt marks as it said it would. It cleaned it. It made it extremely tacky. So it will be an interesting thing to check out going forward with some of their other products. Now, they have sent us Hook It EF. We've also got Resurface. We actually have almost their entire line of just polishes and resurfacing products. But I know they do oils and other things too, so it's going to be some interesting stuff coming. A lot of neat stuff coming at a Bowl Expo. But Bowl Expo, I don't know why I keep saying it like that. But most importantly, this show is about you. We go out to find this stuff for you. So we want to hear from you out there. What have you been doing over the summer so far? How has your bowling been going? And what would you like to talk about tonight? I'm going to go grab some of the comments that we've had on YouTube and on, what's that other thing called? Facebook and Reddit and all those things. And see if we can answer some questions here for you. I know we've had a lot of them. So let's see here. Content. Now I have to apologize to everyone. We have been gone for so long. I do feel bad that we were gone. So I'm going to go through a lot of questions. YouTubes. I went to the wrong YouTubes. Don't ask. Let's see here. Let's go back the last, I don't know, say 6 bowling balls? Go back to the sneak attack. John B says this looks like it's going to be a good ball for his house. If your my Rave still crushes it. That's good, Butch. The Rave's a little bit stronger ball. If you have a ball that or a house that's really dry, that you need something that's going to be able to get down lane, that's not going to hook at the house, John B, this is probably your ball. Absolutely. Justin C, I will not bowl with those lights and crap going on. It's part of bowling. If you're bowling in open bowling, sometimes they happen. They don't really bother me too much until you get the deep colors, like the reds and the purples and stuff, when you're trying to watch your ball go off the end of the deck, and it disappears because it's the same color as the light, and everything disappears. So I hear what you're saying. Have you compared it to the counterattack solid Felix? Yes, we have actually. It is, they described it as it being between the pearl and the solid. I think it's a little closer to the solid than to the pearl, just because it has a little bit more hook than the pearl does. Motion-wise, it does sit right in between them. Let's go to the Power Torque. Power Torque Pearl. Renee, I was most impressed with the near perfect overlay at 940. Scoops has an incredibly consistent swing. Sometimes I have to offset it so that you can actually see the difference in motion to make sure that there's 2 people there. That's one of those ones that it's pretty darn close. Butch, I'm so glad you guys reviewed this. I knew it would be awesome for Rob. Yeah. Us Rev Dominant guys, we love our symmetricals and we love our pearls. Definitely a pearl symmetrical guy. Awesome to hear it. Hitting them with compound for years. Recently acquired a 3D offset. And it's still staying in my bag. Yeah, it has a very specific role, and when you want that motion, it's incredible. Because it's a little faster than a symmetrical, but not as fast as an ASIM. But if you're really liking your symmetricals, just keep pounding the symmetricals. Plenty of stuff to throw, but I know I'm going to have it. No problem. Glad you liked it. John B, love my Power Torque Pearl once I got the thumb sorted. Yes. If this is the same John B who came up and got it drilled from us, we were trying to do a custom thumb for him, and we ended up doing some stuff to get it to fit for him. But $690 and cashed. That's what I like to hear. That's what I like to hear. Scotty Thompson. Thank you. Travis, Power Torque Pearl reminds me of the Visionary Blue Gargoyle. I haven't thrown that one. If you know where to get one, we'll definitely review it. Send it to us. Absolutely. I'd love to see what it looks like. And then probably a porn ad. Why is there gotta be so many of these? I keep deleting them all the time. I know people like bowling, but they're not gonna fall for your weird stuff. Even if you put, like, I don't even know what I'm sorry, I don't know what language that's in. Track Stealth. Oops. Got the big Y Bowl tournament this weekend. I think us bowlers from the YBC are excited. Yeah, absolutely. I think that's great, Vincent. I'm glad that you're looking forward to it. We got a lot of stuff going up here at the Pro Shop that weekend as well. We're actually going to have a deal on, and I don't usually plug the Pro Shop, so please excuse me for a second. We do have, in fact, a brick and mortar, almost 2,000 square foot Pro Shop that you can come to, and you can get lessons, try out bowling balls, get custom fits, so on and so forth. During that weekend, we're going to be open during the entire Y Bowl Cup, and we're going to have a deal on all of our reconditioned bowling balls. We have an entire wall of, stuff that's been traded in, stuff that we've acquired, trading stuff back and forth. But they're going to be starting at $50, and I think the majority of them are going to be $50. So there's going to be a lot of cool stuff going on this weekend. Plus the event that's going on, there's going to be scholarships and all sorts of stuff. It's going to be a pretty wild weekend. So it'll be good to see you, Vincent, and it'll be good to see Riley and Charlie and Jackson and everybody. That'll be pretty cool. Where was I? Track Stealth. Sleepless Nights. Hey guys, been watching for years. Gotta say, love the 3 different camera angles. Thank you so much. We've listened to you guys over the years. It's funny because when we started all those years ago, we had 3 different camera angles and nobody wanted it. And now having 3 different camera angles is so important. It's great to see how much the sport has evolved and what people are looking at. So thank you, Sleepless Nights. Curtis, Rob, what do you think about this one versus the dark web? I'm going to drill one of these. I need a strong sim as my axiom is a bit, yeah. So the Stealth is much faster response. It has the QR9 cover stock on it, which is the same as the Paradoxes. It's a really, really fast response cover stock. If you go back, if you watch this video and then you watch the dark web video, you can see that the dark web is much smoother. It's earlier. It doesn't look like it shapes as much, where the Stealth gets down lane and hooks. Even as a solid, it hooks. So if you're looking for something that's going to be a little stronger than the Axiom down lane, I think that's going to be good for you, Curtis. Roman, forgot. Every one of the videos I've posted lately, somebody's got to put one of these stupid links to like an online something or other. But not Scotty Thompson. Scotty Thompson supports every one of our videos. Love that guy. Here we are with the dark web. Questions from the dark web. That can't be good. Ian, can't wait for the Hellcat review. Yeah, we're going to be doing that shortly. How would this ball compare to the Badass? The core in this one's a little higher RG and a little less differential. So it's not going to spin up as fast. That's not going to have quite as much flare as the original Badass. However, the cover stock, because it's a little bit stronger than what was on the Badass, kind of brings the shape together. So it's going to be close, but the dark web's going to be a little bit smoother. It's pretty benchmarky, but we saw significantly stronger than other benchmarks that we've had lately. So it'll be good. I personally think the dark web's going to be really good for houses that have, fresher front ends or more loads of oil in the front end, where you get that oil a little bit longer. If you're on Kegel terrain or if you're on Kegel ice, that's going to take the friction down a little bit. I think it's going to fit in there a little bit better than what we had, being on a little bit higher friction lanes with a lower friction, lower viscosity oil at the time. Scotty Thompson again. How's this compared to the Track Stealth? We answered that. More terrible dark web content. The Swagger Show Off. And you know what, guys? Please remember to like, share, leave a message, comment on all of these videos when you see something. If you want to talk about something, or go to our Reddit, where we've got a lounge. You can just ask open questions and stuff. Mary M, love my swag, Lane Master, Lordfield stuff. Glad Bowler X carries the whole line. Scotty Thompson, once again, awesome. We don't need these terrible posts. We need new ball videos. That's what everybody needs. That and San Diego Comic-Con trailers. Did you guys see the San Diego Comic-Con trailers? Holy moly. And Big Bowling. House Hack, another great review. Thanks for what you do. Thank you. Boy, it's like you're leading right back to what we wanted to talk about. How do the brands of Brunswick equipment compare to EBI? Any noticeable differences? One of the things... I say that a lot, I'm sorry. One of the things... in looking at the core dynamics... Brunswick and Ebonite have definitely kept two very different core dynamics. You don't see a lot of flip blocks in the Brunswick stuff right now, where Ebonite is using a lot of similar ideas to what they were using prior to the Brunswick buyout. So you are seeing some difference in the shapes. We have the Quantum Evo hybrid coming in, which we're going to be able to, basically stack right up against the Polaris, which is another hybrid, just came out. So we're going to be able to see the differences in shapes quite quickly. But yeah, there are. I think if you look up and down the line, the GB4 has a flip block. A lot of the Ebonite stuff still uses the same technology. They've just been able to take advantage of the Brunswick cover stocks. And I think Brunswick's cover stocks have come a long way in the last 2 years. They got some stuff from the Ebonite groups. They've been researching a whole bunch of new stuff, and they have some very interesting covers that we've seen lately. And I think it's resulting... Well, we're seeing the results in events that we're looking online. Look at... what's his face there? Matt Ogle. Shout out to Ogle. 49 strikes in qualifying in the league. Look at Mitch Hoope throwing Brunswick stuff. He was scoring just insanely there. It seems like Brunswick stuff is really all of the brands, the different brands. Brunswick, Radical, Columbia 300, Track, Hammer, everybody. I think I forgot somebody there. Deviate. I keep forgetting brands. There's so many of them. There's 7 of them. But they've managed to keep at least some differences in their motions brand to brand. They're not just putting out 15 bajillion releases every year. Each line, when they're taking a ball out, they're replacing it. If they're finding a shape that line doesn't have, they're adding something in there. So it's really good. They're cognizant that we don't have infinite dollars. So when they put out a ball, it has to have a very specific purpose. I mean, we saw that with things like the Sneak Attack, the Vibe, the Ocean Vibe that came out, stuff for drier lanes. Now we're seeing stuff going into winter with a lot stronger cover stock, smoother stuff. So yeah, you know, I think they're doing a pretty good job myself. Appreciable differences. I still feel like Ebonite stuff tends to have a little bit more motion off the spot down lane. Brunswick stuff is a little bit smoother and more controlled. And I think the best example of that is you put like a GB4, any one of the GB4s up against any comparable ball in the Brunswick line, you're going to see just a little bit more shape out of the Ebonite ones, a little smoother out of the Brunswick ones. So I hope that answered your question. I Grandpa Simpson did, I'm sorry. I'll put my onions back on my belt later. Let's see, what else do we got? I was going to talk about House Hack. In the last 2 videos, I don't know if you've noticed, but we've got somebody new that we've been putting up, and that's House Hack. House Hack Apparel. And it's not because they paid us. It's not because, you know, somebody came to us and said, hey, you got to do this and do that. Met up with Clinton at Bowl Expo, such an awesome guy. He's from down under and was having, you know, the same kind of luck I was going through everything. And we got talking and he was like, you know what, check out my stuff here, you know, look around. And I was checking out these pants and honest to God, you pick them up and they weigh like a pair of socks. They are so light. He's got this weird fabric. It's like a spandexy dress cotton of doom that feels like a regular dress pant until you go to move, and it literally just stretches around your body. So while we were there, we got to talking, and he watches the show. So he was like, hey, do you want to try one of these? You know, no hassle, no anything. You know, just give them a try and tell me what you think. So brought him back and started bowling with them, and it was mind-blowing. So light, people kept looking at me because I was picking around my knees because I had to make sure I was still wearing pants because they were so light. I was hot and sweaty, but I wasn't sweating in my pants. They wicked the sweat away really nicely. They were just really, really comfortable. So we decided that we wanted to let people know about them because we really like their product. They have 2 websites. You can see them in the reviews there. One is for the USA, one is for Down Under. And I really hope you guys support them. They have been he didn't ask for this. They didn't ask for this. They just said, hey, let us know what your pants. Their pants are fantastic. Like, double thumbs up. I've worn them in all of the reviews we've done since. They've become my staple. And you guys know I like my checker pants and my patchwork pants and all the weird pants that I like to wear. I can't do it now because these pants are so light and so comfortable. But, you know, everyone is going to say, oh, you're just you're shilling for somebody or they're paying you whatever, blah, blah, blah. You want to check them out? Come and find me down on the lanes, and you can touch my pants. No, that's not a good idea. You can touch the hem of my pants and feel the material. What I would suggest you do is go to the website and check them out for yourself. Honestly, I have not. I mean, I've worn Izod pants. I've worn Loudmouth Golf. I've worn everybody's favorite Joe Fresh. I've worn. Ben Hogan from Walmart. Like, I've worn everybody's pants. These are by far the best pants that I've ever had to do anything in. Like, any sports, any lifting, anything. Like, I could bend down, and I've got a fat butt. Like, you guys have seen me in person. I've got a fat butt. And it doesn't look like I'm a sausage casing. They just move with me normally. Any of you who are of the extra large variety, like myself, I think you will really, really like them. I'm going to stop gushing about them because that's whatever. Just give them a chance. Give them a try. That's all I say. I was very, very surprised. You'll watch me wear them a lot going forward because they're just that comfortable. We got another question here. Dead Polymers. I'm looking forward to the new Messenger. Love the TI and the new balls. Yes. There was a weird changeover for shipping through Brunswick for us staff members. So we've been getting stuff kind of out of order. Like we got some of the August stuff before we got some of the stuff that's being released at the end of July kind of thing. So we are really hoping that we get the messengers. I'm trying to think. I threw a Pearl messenger, a very small amount, just before I signed with Brunswick, but like I didn't get to benefit from the TIs, from the titaniums. I never got to throw them, for a long period of time, and I feel like I missed out because everybody is like, "Oh, I can hardly wait to throw the Pearl one. I can hardly wait to throw the Pearl one." I want to just try them both. I don't know. I'm greedy. What can I say? Where was I? Oh, I was on YouTube. I was checking for questions there. I think I got them all. I think I did. All right. So Dale, hey. Their shorts and skirts for ladies have been well received too. They have shorts and skirts too? You're joking. Let me see if I can get it up here and I can show you the website. We're just going to go to the website. And Colin, sorry about your name. My apologies. I'm having a really hard time tonight. House hack apparel. Do. All right, let's see if this works. See if my camera doesn't shut off. I'm really hoping this works. Oh, come on, work. New setup. I'm hoping everyone's liking the YouTube setup. It's a little easier to get questions on and get interactive. I'm hoping this works. Still working out a couple of kinks. So I apologize greatly. Colin. Yeah. Colin. You know what? I kept calling him Clinton for some reason because it's Colin Linton. I'm such a weirdo. My apologies. So let's see if I can get this to work. Hey! It actually worked. Okay. Let's see if the camera keeps going too. Alright. So here is the Aussie website. The American one's just slightly different. I like this one. It's a little, it's kind of cool looking. Oh, they got all sorts of stuff. No, check out the new stuff here. Some of this stuff is new for me as well. So check this out. They've got pads. They've got hoodie. That's a nice looking hoodie. Underwears and socks. These are the ladies' pants, similar to the men's pants. Yep, there's the skirts. These are the pants. Look at these things. They're so... And I know they look tight. Trust me, I know they look tight. They're not tight. I know they look tight. They're not. Trousers made with a blend of polyester and spandex for the ultimate... There you go, polyester and spandex. I knew it was some kind of spandexy stuff. Allows the material to stretch in 4 ways. Yep, my butt stretches in 4 ways, and those pants covered the whole thing, so... That's... yeah. And they've got pads, and I put the belts up on there. We've seen some of the skirts, see some of the people who've worn them. Shorts for men. Oh, I bet these shorts are really nice. I'm gonna have to make an order now. I'm gonna spend all my money. You know, I don't think anyone has ever gotten into bowling to make money before, have they? I don't think that's possible. So where was I there? Colin was my coach for a period of time, so kind of biased, yes. So Dale, say hi to Colin for me. I feel really bad about calling him Clinton. It's... My brain hurts. I apologize. But it just means I'm going to have to go to Australia and make it up to him. I'm going to have to, like, buy him a pint and go bowling. That's... I guess I'm going to have to do that. Stay tuned. 1RC Racers, just curious, not sure if you know this or not. The Defender and 12 pounds have the same core. Let's find out. Let's see if I can do this. Brunswick, bowling, Defender. Come on, load up. Boom. Let's go over to the interwebs. Boom. Let's check out the Defender here. Yes. Now, as I remember, info sheet. Let's find out. Yeah, in the smaller cores, you can see once they go to 13 and 12 pounds, the cores change from a 2498 to a 2597. So the RG goes significantly up. But they actually, surprisingly, have a lot of differential and asymmetric differential still in them. So while they will be a little harder to rev up, they're still going to hook. They're still going to actually have a fair amount of performance. One of the nice things about the higher RG, though, is... Well, let me see here. 259. Yeah, that almost fits into the burn ball. Nice. So you're going to be able to play that actually on a wider range of lane conditions than the original. It's going to probably be anywhere from 4 to 8 feet longer. So it'll still, and you can make up for that with surface. One of the nice things about it, it's at 500, 2,000. You can take it to 500, 1,000, and get that distance back down and have it perform pretty close to the normal one. So I hope that helped. Let's see here. Due to a shoulder injury, 12 is the heaviest I can throw comfortably. There's nothing wrong with that. Lots of people have used lighter weights to come back from not only injury, but just to bowl. Look at some of the spinners from overseas. They use 12-pound balls and are throwing 300s with them, with their UFO style. So just because you got to drop back down some weight, don't worry. Don't worry. Oh, glad I could help. Glad I could. Dead polymer, stretchy belts are the best thing ever for bowling. Hallelujah. They're just good for us gentlemen. I keep saying I'm fat, and I know I'm really, I shouldn't body shame myself. I just feel a little bit thicker. And for us thicker gentlemen, us teddy bears, a stretchy belt is the best thing in the world. So I agree with you, my friend. Just watched a video on the crypto. Have you thrown it yet? From Dale. No, we're waiting for, like I said, our stuff's been kind of shipped out of order. So we haven't got our Trailblazer or our crypto yet. So we're waiting for it. And I'm really, really interested in throwing that crypto. Just the core dynamics, the cover stock. I want to see how it really how it stacks up against the bonus. I have been told to expect good things from it, from people who've thrown it, but I haven't yet either, so. Cool. I don't know. This I like too, is I can go back through the chats and I can finally look at and find people's questions. So I hope you've all liked YouTube. We're gonna keep it relatively short tonight, unless there's anything else you guys want to talk about. But we're gonna try to keep these back to Tuesdays, once a week on Tuesdays. Get them going again. I really enjoy doing that with, talking with you guys and getting stuff. And we have a season to get ready for. We got to talk about all the new releases. We got to talk about building arsenals. We got to talk about what you can do. Ooh. We can even have a talk over on the bench, and we can talk about all the secrets of doing colors and pearls and fills and all the good stuff about how to do proper pro shop stuff, fills and drills and all sorts of good stuff. It's up to you guys. You just let me know what you want. Leave in the comments below if you want, what you'd like to see on the show, different things you'd like to talk about. As you've seen, we're going to go through it, and we're going to talk about whatever you want. Jim, got a question for you. Pro shop in another state where I live. I have 4 bowling ball brand new. Oh, he misdrilled them. Is it the pitches that he misdrilled or the actual span? Because one of them's easier to fix than the other one. If he has missed the pitches but the span is good, no problem. You can very easily fill the pitches and the span. Oh my. Okay, pitches. Okay. So with the pitches, it's actually not that bad. For finger pitches, I've done this before. It was taught to me by Tyrell Rose, one of the probably most celebrated Canadian coaches in history for bowling. You can literally pour fill and just bring it up to the top of the hole. So you don't need a plug dam or anything. You just bring it up so it's nice and even and flat and let it dry. And you can actually drill back into that hole again. If he missed it by an inch, it's an inch forward instead of an inch reverse, or an inch reverse instead of an inch forward. It might not look pretty, but it'll definitely work with no issues. For the thumb, depends on how much you missed the thumb by. If he used a 1 1/4 inch slug, if you used a 1 1/4 inch slug, you can drill it out and either put a new slug in or go to a 1 3/8 inch slug. And that'll buy you a little more space to change the pitch in the thumb. So it is definitely fixable. It sucks that it happens, though. I've had it happen to me at a pro shop. I've done it to myself. Sometimes we can get a little distracted and things happen. So hopefully the pro shop gentleman's going to take care of it for you. He's apologized and it's going to take care of it for you. But don't fret it. He's not going to ruin your balls. Just, fill the fingers to the top, re-drill, do your thumb. You should be good. Knock on wood, hopefully. Todd. Hey! Non-bearded beast. Avery, how's it going, buddy? And Todd. Great to see you guys. Avery might be one of our longest tenured fans online, and he's an awesome, awesome bowler. He once trick-or-treated as the bearded beast, and he has all the respect that I have in the world. He is awesome. And it doesn't hurt that I get videos from his parents about him bowling and how good he is at it. I'm really hoping he's still doing it because I haven't talked to them in the last couple of months. And I know he was going through some burnout. We've all been there, my friend. So I'm really hoping you're still throwing because I'm rooting for you. I am absolutely rooting for you. Thank you for joining us tonight. Dale, how's Old Man Wayne going? I know he was ill away. Yep, he's doing good. He is back. Actually, one of the things I would like to do with the show, if you're all interested, is I'd like to get Scoops and myself and Wayne in the next couple of weeks and do like a 3-person roundtable kind of thing, and we can just talk about stories and experiences and whatever you guys want to hear about. So if you want to send some questions in for that kind of thing, just let us know. He's doing good, though. He's doing good. Jim, also the bevel doesn't feel right. Yeah, you might just want to get the slug popped and get him to do it again. It's honestly, if your drill press is well calibrated, it shouldn't be that big of a deal, because you can drill it out with a 1 1/8 slug, and then just pop the rest of the slug out after that, and then put a new one in. It does have a cost to the pro shop, but if the pro shop's made the mistake, they're usually pretty accommodating to fix it. So, because they would like you to return. I would definitely take them back to him and ask him if he can fix them. Get him to check the pitches against other stuff. If there's a mistake, get it fixed. Now, if you get there and there is a mistake and you don't trust that this person is going to be able to get it right, ask if maybe they could refund you some money or give you some credit or product in lieu, because you have to take it someplace else. Not everyone is comfortable fixing things. Not everyone is that experienced. But if you go to a good IPSIS certified center with a certified driller, or somebody who's been to the Innovative course, certified driller through Innovative, they should want to take care of their work. We take, as a driller myself, I take a lot of pride in the work that I do. So, Damon, hello from Michigan. Good day. Our partners from about 4.5 hours to the left of us. You're not that far away. I'm actually planning to make a trip to Muskegon soon. Hopefully. Knock on wood. It's a long drive. I know. That is the sucky part. If it's a long enough drive that the value of getting it fixed is more than the value of your time plus gas, get it fixed at your local. Just get it fixed. You can outbowl a lot of things, but you cannot outbowl a bad fit. 100%. You cannot outbowl a bad fit. Remark. Old man Wayne must have some great stories. I'm sure he's got some great stories. I'm sure he's got some embarrassing stories about scoops as well. I have bowled with scoops since we were both 11 or 12 years old. So I know I've got some hilarious stories. I'm sure Wayne's got some good ones. And Scoops has tons of stories about my misadventures. So I think it'll be a lot of fun. It's a long drive, 4 hours each way. Okay, so at that point, what you might do is give the pro shop a call first, see what they would like to do. Maybe they can hold a credit for you for next time you come down for something else that you can get it fixed locally. Maybe they'll refund you through credit card if you bought it that way. But an 8-hour full trip for probably cost-wise, you're probably looking at $50, $70, maybe $100 worth of work. I don't know if, plus your time, I don't know if that value is worth it. I would definitely get them fixed, though. You bought new bowling balls. You should be able to bowl with them. Will you be doing any reviews on swag? Yes, we were talking about it earlier. We did one. We did the swag show-off, the Swagger show-off. Had a lot more performance than we were expecting. Those core dynamics are right up with the High Road Pearl. But that cover, in my opinion, I'm watching them throw it, was a lot stronger. So you could see a lot of motion out of it. On lanes, especially in the summer when we're seeing a lot of friction, you could see that ball got down lane really easily, especially for Riley. Forgot to talk about Riley. Oh my goodness. Especially for Riley, who's our Rev Dominant, our new stand-in Rev Dominant player. You could see he was able to move all around the lane with it very easily. And it didn't overhook on him when he was to the right, to the left. He could slow down, and then he could get it to corner. Like, it was very versatile, very surprising. The Geek. I'm hoping. Kent and the guys at California Bowling were really, really nice to us at Bowl Expo. They were very, very welcoming. We spent a fair amount of time at their booth, just talking to them, learning about them and stuff like that. So it was nice. It was nice to learn about more companies that are out there and be able to talk to you guys about it. Is there a video to watch? Oh yeah, there's a video already posted. Yeah, Swagger Show Off's already posted. The last 2 reviews we put up were the Big Bowling Striking Idea, which hasn't even been announced yet. Like, that ball, there is no data on that ball. It's just, David S. Pumpkins. No, there's no data on that ball. It just doesn't exist. And then the Swagger Show Off before that. I'm really hoping that Ken and them were happy and that the relationship's going to continue for us, because I think it was a good show of their equipment. I'm looking for a ball weaker than my Electrify Pearl, stronger than my Twist. All right, let's take a look here. Storm Bowling. Let's go back to the internet. Let's take a look here at the Electrify. And you said you had the Electrify Pearl. All right. Electrify Pearl. So that is a 251030. So if you're looking for something weaker than that, but stronger than the Twist. Let's just look at the lavender one for the sake of... so Core Dynamics, 259018. Alright, so we want something at around 254. Probably that 030 to 020 range. Let's see here. Let's see if this works. No, it didn't work. Alright. 1 second here. So I have the weirdest internet here. Sometimes I can get to websites and sometimes I just can't. Let's see if this works. Hey, that worked. All right. So let's take a look at the sneak attack here. That's a 254036. So the sneak attack would work in there. You could go with a little... Well, if you lay it out the exact same as your Electrify Pearl, inherently it should be a little bit longer, but it'll be a little bit stronger because of the core dynamic. So what I might do is go with a longer pin to pap distance. If you're a matched or a rev dominant player, go with maybe like a 4.5 or a 5-inch pin to pap. Maybe even longer if you've already gone long on your Electrify Pearl. That should probably put you in there. What else do we have? Does track still make the tempo? I don't think that one is current anymore. Let's see. It's one of the things that's tough is because we look at so many different pieces, but we don't know when they come out of the lineup. No, that's going to be way too strong. Yeah, that's going to be way too strong. The GB4 Pearl has a bit of a weaker cover stock on it. I know it's pretty early. Well, no, it's still going to be a little bit stronger than the Electrify. Yeah, I think for current stuff, I think the Sneak Attack is probably going to be so like Sneak Attack, High Road, if you're a Storm guy, like the High Road Pearl, something in that nature is going to be in between those two pieces. Or if you have access to older stuff, you could always look at. Now I really got my brain going. What about the? I think the Turbo R's were the same as the. Yeah. So the Nitrous, I believe. Man, I'm really I'm straining my brain now. All right. I think I found something. Well, you could also, if you're looking for something older, the Nitrous from Columbia 300. That's in that 15 pounds, 2.55, 033. So that also would be the Raw Pearl, the Nitrous, and the Sneak Attack. All three of those will work. It could be any brand. So there you go. I mean, there's 4 examples for you right there. Some old stuff, some new stuff. So I really like the Sneak Attack. I am, however, on staff with Brunswick. I'm always very upfront about that. So, but I mean, I have my choice. I could be throwing a Nitrous. I have one in my. You can literally. I think you can see it in the picture behind me. Wait. Let me see. You can literally see it right there. Like, I have a Nitrous. Like, I have my choice of stuff. The Sneak Attack. I just kind of liked. It was a little stronger down lane for me. Being a hybrid, it wasn't as weak as some of the weaker stuff we've seen lately, like the counterattack. And I don't know, I like, especially when I'm on a lead condition, if I get pushed into using something like that, I want to make sure it's going to see the corner, but it's not going to overread it, especially with the kind of friction we've been seeing this year. And for me, the Sneak Attack has really kind of seen it, but not overread it. I guess that's what I said I was looking for. So, like, it sees it and it doesn't whip. It doesn't just whip around that corner. It sees it, it makes its motion, and then it gets in there. And I like that. I like that a little bit more. The Hammer Raw, I only threw the Raw Solid, and I wasn't sure if I was going to like the Raw Pearl motion, because it seemed like it was going to be a lot stronger than what I'm seeing in the Sneak Attack. So, head back here. He is getting back into it, but after this last major growth spurt, nothing fits. Oh, I'm sorry, my friend. Everyone in my family has gone through that. My brother had to have reconstructive knee surgery. He grew, I think, 12? It was 6 or 12 inches in one summer. I was luckier. I've had like 8 knee surgeries, but it was because my knees are really screwed up, not because I grew too much. But I'm Grandpa Simpsoning. I'm really sorry. Everyone in my family has a growth spurt about the same time. We all grow a fair amount. I grew 4-6 inches. My dad at that age grew 4-6 inches. Even my sister grew a couple inches at about the same age. My brother grew a lot, and it screwed his knees up pretty bad. So hopefully, knock on wood, your knees are good, and hopefully they can find some shoes and clothes and stuff that'll fit. Hopefully your span hasn't changed too much either, so that we don't have to re-drill too many bowling balls. I'm sure Kent will work with you. We're really trying to get the product out there. You know what? Kent was nothing but nice. Everybody at the swag booth was nothing but nice. Very, very nice people to deal with. Is the Stealth urethane? No, it is a QR9 solid cover stock, so it's similar to what you saw in the Paradoxes. It looks like the Black Hammer, though, especially after the Hook It EF. It looked like really, really dull. Do you use a spare ball? Yes, I do. I use currently the Radical Spy. It is a plastic spare ball with a core in it. The reason being 99% of the time it doesn't hook. Excuse me. So it's just a regular spare ball for me. However, I do have the option of putting some surface on it and playing it like a very weak urethane-ish kind of motion. I've had it at 500 grit. I've had it at 2,000 grit. I keep my spare ball at about 4,000 plus polish. But it's a very versatile. It's a usatile piece. It's a versatile piece that I can't see coming out of my bag for a while. Previous to this, I had been using Blue Hammer for my spares, and for basically the same idea. Something that I could, in theory, put some surface on and still throw as a regular ball, but mostly use as a spare ball. But I find that the Spy has just given me a little bit more versatility, and I already have a couple of urethane that I like to throw, so the blue just wasn't something that I was needing. I have an old DV8 Divine. Would that be weaker? No. The DV8, the Diva core was actually a fairly strong rolly core. And the cover stock, the Divines, even though they didn't stick around for a long time, the Divine was a fairly strong cover stock. If anything, it would be similar to your Electrify, if not 1 to 2 boards stronger, and much earlier. Is there advantage to using switch thumb inserts? Yes. Advantage being if you have to get a ball drilled out of state, as long as they know what pitch your switch grip is, they can never screw your thumb up. I am somebody who is a real stickler for feel. My hands swell a lot. I have probably 6 thumbs that I keep with me now, with different pitches and different sizes. And I probably drilled another 10 more on top of that, just trying to make sure I have the right feel. But that's the exact reason, is that I can take a ball, any ball, to any driller that can drill switch grips, and as long as I tell them what my pitches are, they can't screw my thumb up. They can't screw up at least the feel of it. So, I mean, that's a huge advantage. Another thing being, as I said, I have different thumbs with different pitches. Sometimes I want to slow my release down. Sometimes I want to speed it up. So I have a thumb that has my regular pitch, and then I've got one that's got a little bit more reverse, about a quarter more, I guess it is a quarter more reverse. And then I've got one that's 3/16 more forward. My quarter extra reverse basically falls off my hand. I cannot rev that ball up. It is off my thumb as soon as it comes down. not hanging on for dear life, but I don't try to trick it a lot. It just naturally comes off, and how I hit it is how I hit it. Sometimes, if I really need to slow my ball speed down, I've got a little bit more forward pitch in it, so it hangs on my thumb just a little bit more. I tend to use that one when I'm lofting the ball as well, to try to get just up in the air a little bit more. Let's see here. It was great for Avery to meet Mo and have a couple balls drilled by him. Honestly, I am so glad that Avery got to meet Mo before he passed. Mo he's the godfather of modern bowling, of technical bowling, of look at every part of the game of bowling that he touched, from core dynamics to covers to the way we lay them out, weight holes, everything. Like, there is nothing when it comes to a bowling ball that man did not significantly change. And he was an incredible character, just an insane character. And I am glad that Avery got to meet him. I feel blessed that I've gotten to meet him and talk with him online and work with him with my own stuff. So I'm really happy that he got to meet him. Caught the stream. Glad to see you got it to work. Yes, thank you. It did work. I answered some questions for you too, John. If you go back earlier, I went back through all of the YouTube stuff and answered some questions for you. So that's earlier in the stream. Always carry your spec sheet. Always carry your spec sheet. I carry my layout. I even carry, I don't know if you can see it very well on this one. I even carry my oval cuts in case one of my thumbs, my favorite thumb breaks and I got to get a new thumb done. I don't just preach this. I do it myself. What would be an equivalent ball in the Brunswick to the Roto-Grip Gem? Let's find out here. Let's head over internet. Let's see here. Let's go to Roto-Grip. The Gem. 247-053-016. I'm going to take a wild guess here. I'm going to say that probably meets up real nice with the Trailblazer. 248-052-020. It's going to be stronger. Let's see here. Maybe... Let me look at the wall. Where did that defender go? Core dynamics. That looks pretty close. 047, 053, 016. 247, 054, 015. Yep. I would say that's pretty close. The Gems cover stock is a nice, big, hearty, slow, strong cover stock, same as the Defender. Core dynamics are pretty close. To get the same motion, you're going to want to change the finish on it. Oh god. So this uses the traditional 2000 grit cover stock, or cover preparation. So let's go to my handy dandy list of Storm 4K, because they couldn't just have it be, you know, the actual grits. Let's see here. So this is a 2000 grit, which is 362,000, which is why it's so chalky. Yeah, which makes sense. The Defender here is a 502,000. So the underlying grit on the Gem is going to be a little bit deeper grooves, a little bit higher grooves. It's going to help it slow down a lot. You could do the same thing to the Defender, but honestly, after 2 or 3 games, they're going to be about the same surface anyway. They're going to lane shine pretty quick with that much surface on them. So, but yeah, the Defender I think is probably your best choice that way. Let's head back to boom. Mo was way ahead of his time. I have the old AMF XS white ball. So the white ball is one that is on my list. There are many pieces in my shop. And I invite everybody to come and visit my shop. You don't have to buy anything. Just come visit me. I keep churning this way for some reason. I have many pieces that I try to keep here as memorabilia. I want to try to keep a little bit of the history around. I have Quantum Helix. I have an undrilled blue angle. I have an original rose ball with actual gold and silver flake in it. Good Lord, what else do I have over there? Stuff I've posted on the website before. I've got... Oh yeah, my rock autograph ball, the Rotogrip clear ball with the star in it, the hammer cube ball with all the hammer logos on it that's clear, the Parker Bone ball, the Maple Leaf ball. The XS is one that I've never gotten my hands on. I've hit every hammer now, like every urethane hammer. Heck, walk away here for a second. I even have this XS, but I've never been able to get my hands on the white one, and it is on my list of amazing pieces that I have to get. I just recently, as you guys know, I got my Sapphire Zone that I've been looking for probably a decade. So that's off my list. I think the XS is probably close to the top now. That or the double helix. So, all right. Well, for not taking so long, we ended up going an hour and a half. I really appreciate everybody watching the show tonight. I'd love to see the clear reactive. The optics balls. Yeah, I'd forgotten about those, like the Dragon and the Wizard, and the one that was the racetrack and all that. Those ones. Those would be really cool too. They're more showpieces, I think. I'd probably throw them. What am I talking about? I throw everything. I have an old nail. Nice. All right, guys. Well, I really appreciate you all joining us here on YouTube. I know it's different from our Twitch, but I'm hoping everything went well tonight and you guys really enjoyed it. Do you think Radico will ever release another Katana ball? I think someday. I know they released a lot more of them overseas. Parker Bone MVP. Yeah, no, I got an original Sapphire Zone. That was tough. I have not been able to find a Parker Bone MVP anywhere. Not for a price that I'm willing to pay. So, I've seen an undrilled AMF XS out in Woodbridge. Wow. Yeah, good Lord. Yeah, the XS is the white ball, the original white ball. There's one that's drilled with a weight hole in a rack. Oh, all you people are so lucky you just have them there. I think I have seen the XS, the white XS, in person maybe 3 times. Like, less than a handful of times. And they're just on the rack and play. Oh. Sad panda. Sad panda. Enjoy it. Oh, tonight was your 64th birthday. Happy birthday, Jim. That's awesome. Happy birthday. Thank you for joining us on your birthday. We should be thanking you for joining us. That's awesome. Well, we're going to wrap things up. I really appreciate it. As I said, we're going to be back next Tuesday at 8 p.m. Same bat time, same bat place here on YouTube. I found with Twitch we were getting a lot of ads inserted. We were getting a lot of other stuff inserted, and it was starting to interrupt the actual feed itself. And I don't like that. So I wanted us to be able to talk with relatively uninterrupted. I know YouTube's going to throw ads in here anyway, but what can I do? So please, everybody, have an awesome night. Don't forget to visit us on YouTube, Facebook, Reddit, TikTok, Instagram, Hulu, Disney Plus. No, find us on social media. Just look for hashtag TEAMLSR or hashtag The Bearded Beast and Bearded Beast Rob Johnson. That's me. And hopefully we'll see you all next time. Oh, you should grab that Xbox. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know where Biddle78 is. I think you should grab that ball too. And I want to find out about that one in Woodbridge. John B and me might have to have a conversation. So, all right, guys. So we'll wrap it up here. Remember to put comment, like, subscribe, stuff down there, questions for us. Please share this, because next week we're going to have a contest for everyone who is on here. We're going to have something as long as you're subscribed and you watch the video and you share it, and you know, we're going to give away some jerseys. And until next time, guys, we'll see you laneside.
Thanks for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe and turn on notifications so you never miss a show. So until next time, guys, we'll see you laneside.